Hey guys, welcome back to Cities Skylines. I'm back with our newest city in the series, Los Rico Shores. And if you're wondering how I got that name, it was just it was actually the name of the city that whenever I generated it. And I decided to keep it and add the shores on, but it works. Hope you guys are happy to be back. I am very happy after my 2-month or so break from YouTube. I am so excited to get back into it, and I hope you guys are excited for some more city skylines, because this next city is awesome so far. Already have a ton of work done on it. But yeah, let's get right into the episode. So the first thing I'm doing here, as you can see, is I'm just kind of working on the highway system. I want to go ahead and get a good base layout for the highway. In previous cities, I've kind of tried to do this, but I've kind of just mainly waited to get the actual zoning and everything and get people into the city before I really started to go at it. Because, I don't know, it was just kind of hard to base my ideas off of. But I know that it is definitely the best choice, to go ahead and get everything going and get it, worked out so that you don't have huge, massive traffic issues in the future. Also, as you can see, I'm using the seawalls that were introduced a while back in City Skylines as kind of a outline around the highway. And as you can tell, the highway is sunken into the ground. And the reason for this, I feel like, you can see this in a lot of larger cities, that they sink the highway into the ground. And for this, it actually saves a lot of space. You can have roads going over top of it and everything. And it doesn't really get in the way of all the buildings and the rest of the streets in the city. And as you can see there, I just kind of have this cool idea for an on and off ramp, and I think it worked so far. I think it looks really cool, and I'm surprised it wasn't glitchy with how the textures were clipping into each other. And then, as you can see here, I'm working on kind of a new idea. Instead of having 3 avenues just kind of merge into each other and creating an intersection, I'm kind of creating this almost interchange, like a 3-way interchange for them. And hopefully the plan is that it'll actually save really, it'll make the traffic a lot better and, not clog up the streets too much. And here you can see I'm working on some rail stuff. I'm not sure if this is final yet. It's just kind of a idea I had. Instead of just having it do like a 90-degree curve, I decided, maybe we could spice it up a little bit and make there be like a loop and have the elevation change kind of slowly. And I think it definitely looks better than just having it be just a 90-degree turn. But I'm still not sure. It still feels very awkward, so we might have to work on that a little bit. And that's something else I'm actually doing here in this first episode. I'm kind of really getting the baselines for everything down. As you'll see a little bit later, I start placing some roads for trams, because I haven't really got into trams yet in City Skylines, so I'm kind of really excited to get going with that. I hope they'll, bring a whole new feature to the city, and I think it'll work well. And as you can see now, we are starting on kind of the layout of downtown. So right here, I'm just going to kind of try to form it, moving, kind of flowing with the highway, but it'll still be very efficient. Like, it'll still be very, I don't want to say almost boring, kind of like, some cities you see where they're just a grid. I feel like that's very boring, and it's not, very creative at all. So I'm trying to make it kind of a good balance between creativity and being efficient for placing all the buildings and zoning and whatnot. I also really like the trees I've started using. I used the mod, I forget what the name of it is, but it lets you change the trees that are built on the roads that have trees beside them. And I changed it to one of the other trees, and I think it actually looks really good. It's one of the custom trees that I found in the workshop, and I just think it fits really well. And I've kind of already got a palette ready for the kind of trees I want to use in the city, and that was definitely one of them. Whenever I found it, I was just like, I was in love with it. And as you can see there, I kind of had a cool idea, and it didn't really go through all the way, which kind of is unfortunate, but I really wanted to kind of try to have that interesting on and off ramp kind of merge into downtown very fluently, but I didn't really succeed with that. I just had absolutely no clue how to do it. So it just kind of ended up just connecting to that main avenue. I think nonetheless it still looks very cool, but I don't know exactly how I feel about it yet. There's definitely a lot of stuff in this first layout that I may want to change later on, but we'll just have to see how that goes. I don't really know yet. And here I'm kind of trying out something new that I really that I've seen a lot, like on Reddit and everything like that, but I've never really seen many YouTubers do it before, so I wasn't sure how to do it. But basically, it's just using these like one-lane roads to kind of split a normal road. And I mean, you may think that's simple, but you have to like get them aligned perfectly. And I finally figured out the best way to do it to get them aligned to align perfectly and make it look perfect. Honestly, like I think this looks really cool. And that's also kind of the same method that I used on the avenues to make those kind of three-way interchange things for the avenues. And I think it's gonna, I'm really gonna start using that a lot in this city. I feel like it's got a ton of potential for kind of what it can do. And not only looks wise, but even I feel like it'll be very efficient for traffic. I have lots of little ideas on how it can help out with traffic. So as you may have noticed, we already have 2 roundabouts now, and I'm kind of planning on having a lot of roundabouts in this city, because roundabouts are very efficient in real life. If you don't know, in real life, not as much in America do we use roundabouts, but in a lot of other countries, like European countries, roundabouts are something that are used very frequently. And the reason is because they are extremely efficient compared to the normal, red light, stop and go kind of interchanges that you would see. They're very efficient, and I'm kind of going to try to use them a lot. The only problem with them is they do take up a lot more space, so I'm not exactly sure how often we'll use them, and I'm not even sure really what circumstances they're best to be used, so I don't really know. But yeah, so now I guess we're just going to get into the live gameplay, and we're just going to work on kind of the zoning and a little bit more of the road layout. Alright, so getting into it, the first thing I kind of want to do, some zoning in these areas here. Also, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the layout? I might have already mentioned this in the time lapse, but I really like the layout. I think it looks really good, in my opinion. I don't know, just something different. But yeah, so getting into it here, let's do some zoning. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it. Now that I think about it, we might actually want to try to put down some landmarks first. This is actually really cool. We're gonna need to put some stuff like this down. Some like churches and stuff. Let's see here. Let's just look through some of the stuff we have in here. Lots of small buildings, obviously, but mainly going for large buildings right now. I mean, this is definitely something. Too big. Most of them are either too big or too small. That's the biggest problem that I've found. You know what? I think actually I'm just gonna do the zoning. I think I'm just gonna do the zoning, and then I will worry about landmarks later. Let's see. So first things first, let's just kind of cover this whole area here. I want this for sure, this block for sure to be like all commercial, this area here. And then farther down like this way is where like most of the residential will be. I guess in here have some of that. I think right about here is where it's going to start transitioning towards the more low density residential, because obviously we can't have it all being high density. Would not make much sense. Let's see here. And maybe a few buildings right there. Alright, so I'm just gonna let it go. Oh wait, we need services. Forgot about that. Let's for now we will just put some services up here. And of course we'll make proper placement for them later, but until then we'll just put them up here. Let's see. Nuclear power plant, and then water. We'll just need large pumping stations, fine. And let's get the pipes going. I would like to do a nice grid-based layout probably, so I guess we'll just try it out. And there we go. Alright, that should be fine for now. And let's see, we got power sorted and garbage. I suppose we should get that going. Just put that there. Anything else? Let's see, emergency services, I suppose. Take this down. Alright, so we can put, because this is a fairly large hospital, obviously, so I feel like it'll fit in well downtown here. Just put it right there. That works. That works for now, I would say. Fire. Ooh, what's this? Is this actually fire engine capacity? Oh wow, that's cool. When did I get this? I don't know, but it's really cool looking. Let's see. Should we put it in the same area though? I'd put it like maybe up here somewhere. Or even like right there is a cool spot for it, I would say. Alright, and then police. We have Wayne Manor. That doesn't really fit though, I don't think. So let's go with this for now. Put it right here. Alright, that should be everything. Everything we really need to start off with. Get some development going here. Oh yeah, we need to get power actually coming over here, duh. Where was that? There it is. And I'm just gonna make it follow the highway for now. Real easy like. And there we go. And hopefully that'll link up. Guess it won't though, will it? It's never that simple. There we go. Oh, we need sewage. That was the last thing we need. Water treatment plant. Let's see, it's all running that way. I'm sure else this needs power as well. Give it one of these. And give this one of these as well. And link up one of its pipes. Boom. Alright. There we go. should be fine and dandy. Set the time back a little bit. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this should turn out pretty well. I'm a little bit. I'm real worried about the traffic though. That's the biggest thing. This is the first real. This is the first time I've ever really tried to lay out a highway system like, you know, the hardcore lay it out. Like a lot of planning and stuff goes into it. So I'm hoping it all works out well. Okay, these guys aren't powered yet, of course. But give it time. Everything should fill in. We got plenty of extra residential, plenty of extra commercial, so should all just develop on its own, hopefully. So next thing I want to do, I kind of want to already go ahead and get started working on like the road layouts around here and stuff. This area is kind of a weird area. I'm almost feeling like this should be kind of an industrial-ish area. Right, like this triangle area here. Illuminati confirmed. So I'm thinking, I don't know exactly how we should plan it out though. Maybe we should have a main road running along this, running along the wall here. Alright, it starts to curve in a weird spot, so it's kind of awkward. Alright, dude, just have it curve all the way around. It's gonna be kind of difficult to get this correct though, isn't it? Actually, that's not too bad right there. Alright, yeah, that should work. Should work just fine. And it's an industrial area, obviously, so I'm not going to try to doll it up with a bunch of trees and whatnot, because obviously it doesn't make too much sense. Alright then, and how are we going to make this curve around, actually? We need to make it connect back up to this road here, back up to the avenue, I should say. Guess we'll just have to branch it out a little. So let's see, let's just bring this up maybe that far, and then we'll just do this. Just have them curve into each other, like so. And not exactly sure. Let's see, from there, let's do, man, it's hard to do this kind of stuff on camera, you know? It takes a while, it takes a lot of planning, but I'll get through it. Actually, I just realized it's kind of awkward too, because the rail is elevated, obviously, but it's only like one height up off the ground or something like that. So it's kind of awkward, you know, kind of hard to mess around with, but shouldn't be that bad. I just realized too, maybe we should actually plan it around like a rail yard. Maybe that would make a little bit more sense for this case, because I do kind of want to make this like a rail yard here. So, and in that case, actually, I do sort of want to just redo all of this. Kinda, sorta. So, just do that. Alright. And from here, let's just have this come down to the ground, like so. And there we go. Alright. And we'll just bring it all the way across. And have it curve up into that. A little steep, a little steep. We'll have to fix that later. Alright. So I'm still not quite sure. Like, I'm honestly thinking that this train line here, or this rail, coming this way, the tunnel right here doesn't actually lead anywhere. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we should just get rid of this rail, because I don't think there's actually going to be much use for it going in that direction, and it kind of merges into this rail in a very awkward position. So might just get rid of it in the end. Not really quite sure. Anyways, so next thing, I think we have a double cargo station or something like that. Yeah, double lines. That's cool. I like that a lot. So I'm excited to use that. And see, I feel like I got another. Whoa, look at this station. Holy crap. Okay, that's gonna be fun to use. It's a little bit too modern though. I don't know, but we're not gonna use that here obviously, but it'd be really fun to use like as a main passenger train station. We can set it up. There we go. Oh, bit of lag, but holy crap. And it's okay. Wait, look at this, guys. Hold on, let's make it daytime. Let's pause the time. Look at this. It's like, yeah, it's underground sort of. Oh, you know what? I think I probably need mods installed for this to work properly. I bet this isn't at all what it's supposed to look like, is it? Probably not. Probably not. Still very cool though, nonetheless, for sure. Or I don't know, maybe it is supposed to look like that. Not really sure. Can we actually, if we get the surface painter? Oh yeah, we can actually do that. That's cool. That would help a lot actually. Look at that. Look at that. And now it looks like looks pretty legit, sorta. Kinda. I don't know. It's still kinda derpy, but it's actually very cool still. Very interesting. I don't know. Might have to consider that actually. A lot of train lines going into that, so that can be very beneficial for like, you know, a large amount of passengers. Alright, so let's just see something real quick. Let's place down this double cargo station. How many blocks away from it is it? About 5 blocks away from the rail. So I guess let's bring this out. Let's see. Like that, and then 2, 4, 5. Okay. Like that. That should be good. It should line up. Yep, perfect. Should line up just perfectly. Alright, cut that out a bit. Alright, so we'll put one right here. And then I'm thinking we should actually put another one on the opposite side of the rail though. Which means I'm actually going to have to bring this out a little. Wherever the rail's at. Oh, it's at the beginning. There we go. So bring the rail out to here. And then 4, 5. Alright, yeah, and then we'll have one on this side as well. The reason I'm gonna do that, because I could just make them like consecutively next to each other, but that'll cause potentially a lot of lots of traffic with you know, cargo trucks and whatnot. So don't want to do that. And also I feel like maybe this will also even be better on train traffic, potentially. So should work just fine. Do that. I'm wondering if even like the, because I mean this is obviously a community made thing, but it's still very default. Like this is, you know, pretty much the default cargo station. It just has 2 rails. I think it is. Yeah, it's nearly exactly the same. Even same layout actually. Yeah, it's like pretty much exactly the same. So I'm thinking maybe both of them won't actually work. I don't know. Who knows? we'll have to see. Alright. The only thing is, these don't line up perfectly, which kind of annoys me. Yeah, see, they're slightly curved. I don't know, maybe that's not a problem. You can't really tell, I don't know. If it annoys you guys too much, then tell me, because it might be kind of annoying to look at. And that doesn't really necessarily line up straight either, but let's see. Let's just do that. Do that. Alright, not too glitchy at all. And then do that. And the best thing is, like, I mean, this is pretty ridiculously glitchy actually, so we might have to fix that one. But we do have Surface Painter now, so I mean, like, realistically, I mean, you know, you do this and you can't really tell that it's screwed up now. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's definitely a great mod, that's for sure. Happy that it was made for sure. So let's just do that for now. That'll work. A little glitchy. We can fix it though. Yeah, I feel like that'll help a lot. I feel like that'll help a lot with traffic. I wish. See, no. The problem is though with this, like, if this was lined up by grid, then the trains would be like the rail lines would be like this far apart from each other, and it would then be easy to you know, build this stuff straight. But because they're like basically clipping into each other, it's kind of impossible to really get this lined up perfectly, unfortunately. But should be fine. Let's see, what do we need to do next? So obviously we want to have, oh, lag spike. All right. Yeah, so let's add some more rails in here so we can make it a proper rail yard. And that actually might help out with making this look a little bit more straight or so. Add a rail going up like that. And I connect up there. I connect there. And something kind of like this, potentially. Alright, that should be good. And once we fill it all in with like sand and stuff, it should look kind of fine. I don't see it being a problem really. With any of the glitchiness or whatever problems there might be. And I think I'll add one more rail. Oh, I don't have my grid now. I need my grid. There we go. One more rail up beside it. Just like that. Maybe. Yeah, that's fine. I think that works, actually. Okay, and then try to do something a little similar. I don't think it'll be as packed on the other side, though. So we'll have one going right here. Actually have this continue. No, that doesn't work, does it? How's that look, though? I mean, obviously it's clipping through the crane thing, but it is surprisingly smooth. It really is surprising how smooth that kind of stuff is. I'm a little surprised that Colossal Order didn't make the game a little bit more lenient on angles and stuff. But, you know, you gotta make everything work properly, so. How glitchy is that? Having 3. It's not that bad, actually. Alright. Because we really don't have much room to work with on this side, so it's a little iffy. Let's try to make it curve a little bit. Maybe that'll help. A little bit better. Alright, and then... Actually, I should be using the curves a little bit more. Probably help everything look a little bit more natural. Alright, and then... I think I'll have... Actually, I'm gonna do this. I have a rail come like that, and then merge there. Alright, and then I'm gonna have one more rail run along this. And that's it. I think that'll work out just fine. Alright, and get rid of this road. And now we'll just need to make the highway connections. Which I'm thinking, because I'm gonna kind of do it like our last city, where the cargo hubs kind of have their own individual highway off ramps and on ramps, which, because I just feel like it works so much better than having everyone come through the city to get to it. But they'll also probably have connections into the city. I'm thinking it'll be kind of a one way in. Like, you won't be able to get into it from the city, but you'll be able to get into the city from it, if you get what I'm saying. That might have been confusing, but because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like that'll help the traffic. Can't really explain my thoughts, because I'm not very smart with this kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm actually just gonna get rid of this because I don't see it as being needed, especially now if we're gonna do a kind of interchange into the cargo hub. Then won't really be a very good thing to have there. Yeah, I like that. Let's put down some sand, actually. Surface painter. And let's just see how it looks. I think it definitely will help. Oh, it's going to replace all of... Yeah, I forgot I can do that. That is, I mean, that's a very cool feature. I'm glad that's a thing. But I forgot that it works like that. Alright, maybe... Well, I guess we could... I mean, if we can just be more careful with it, then... Well... And it's not necessarily a bad thing either to kind of have it merging into the concrete, because I mean it kind of is a little bit more natural, really. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Do something like that, and that actually works fairly well, I think. And just fill that in. There we go. I think that's pretty good, actually. I think that works. I think that works well. And yeah, that should be good. Obviously, we'll do a lot of touch-ups with some, you know, trees and bushes and all that kind of stuff. But I think that works pretty well, to be honest. All right, so next things next. Oh, also, what do you guys think about these little, kind of, I don't know, like, instead of just having, you know, these 3 avenues connect together, just straight up connect together and make an intersection. I mean, first of all, I think this looks better, but also, obviously, I haven't tested it yet, but I'm really thinking that it'll be better traffic-wise. I'm not sure, though. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but, are there people using this interchange, potentially? Oh, I just realized this doesn't... Oh, yeah, it does connect up. But it doesn't look like... Oh, yeah, there's some people here. Ooh, ooh. It's working. It's working. Oh, yeah. I think it'll help. I think it'll help a lot. Not sure, though. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Unfortunately, guys, that's about all the time I have for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Season 4, because it's gonna get awesome. This is already, like, the most work I've put into the most pre-work that I've put into a city before I actually start, you know, really getting into it. And I mean, obviously now we're really getting into it, but, you know, need a lot of workers, so I guess we're kind of capped out on that. But other than that, guys, wait, do these really not have water? Oh, I didn't run the pipes up here yet. Alright, I'll get on that. I'll do that off camera, because I'm kind of feeling like, honestly, I'm just gonna, like, lay out pipes all the way across the map, so I don't have to worry about it ever again. So anyways, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the first episode of Season 4 of Cities Skylines. Definitely excited for it, because already I've put in so much work, so much more work than I would normally put into a city before we actually really start getting into it. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you haven't already subscribed, please do that. But anyways, that's gonna be about it. I'm the ZZman 2000, and I will see you guys next time.